In Java, it is possible to create your own exception. That is, when some condition will arise, when some error or discrepancy type of condition arises based on your project, you can create your own exception and you can handle it in your way. So for that purpose, you need to use the keyword called throw. So throw stands for throwing an exception. So that's the meaning of throw. So uh, just I will use the similar example that I have used earlier, that is divide by two number, for the sake of understanding. And so here again, I have created a some handle exception class, and then I have created a function called divide two numbers, where I have passed numerator and denominator as its parameter. And then here I have initialized a result variable of type 0. Now see this try block. Now here actually I am handling the exception by using an if statement. So how am I handling? So if the denominator is 0 over here, then I am throwing a new exception by writing this throw, then followed by new keyword, and then exception. Okay, and after this exception you can pass a string message describing your exception inside this opening and closing parenthesis, and the message must be enclosed inside this double quotes. So here actually, instead, just for the sake of illustration, instead of throwing a specific type of exception like specific arithmetic exception, I am throwing a general purpose exception. So this general purpose exception is basically our custom exception that is raised before the actual division. What is before actual division means? Here I have used this if condition before the actual calculation of the denominator. So that's why it is a general purpose exception is being arised, uh, is being thrown by using this throw keyword, and the custom exception raised before the actual division, as you can see it in this program. So now what will happen, well, after that the catch block sequence are same as before. The first one is an array index out of bound. The second, so this is number one. The second one is again the arithmetic exception, and the third one is a general purpose exception. Now in the previous code, what happened, since we did not through our own custom exception, it automatically figured out that divided by 0 is an arithmetic exception, and this, the second catch block, have been executed in the last slide. But here, since we are throwing a new, just an exception, just a general purpose exception like this, here this catch block 2 will not execute. Rather, since this is a general purpose exception have been thrown uh, in a custom fashion, it will execute the third catch block, which is handling the general purpose exception. And you can run this program, copy paste this program to an IDE and run it, and just check whether you are getting this error message or not. That is, you have some error in main, this is an exception. So this error message you should be able to see on your screen.